Hello, everybody. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows how to get into ThingLink, even if you were absent today, or if you're in my first period class and I didn't quite give you a full walkthrough and you're kind of curious as to how do I create an account? How do I get this thing started anyway? So, what you're going to want to do first is have Classroom open. So you can see I've got period 5 open right now, and have it so that you're on this homework assignment right here. And then also, you want to open up a new tab and have thinglink.com open. Okay, so go ahead and put that into your browser at the top. And then you guys are going to click the button that says Start for Free. It's going to ask you to sign up. And you guys, since we're all using Google accounts through school, you click the G plus. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and say that I want to use another account. So that I can show you guys how this works. So student.com. How does it already have my password? That's really weird. I don't know. Okay. Hang on one sec if I can remember. Oh. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, and the reason why I'm doing a different account is because I want to show you guys from the student view what it looks like. Okay, yes, you want to allow it. And then from here, this time I'm going to say that I am a student, if it'll let me select. Oh, it won't. Oh, how awful. Okay, whatever. I'll just stick with teacher. That's fine. For date of birth, you can enter in any old date of birth. You don't have to use your accurate one if you're worried about privacy kind of issues, but do make sure to change the year so it's the accurate year at least. So let's just say I was born then, okay? And you guys will want to go ahead and where it says invite code, don't put one in. Don't mess with that. Unclick this as well where it says subscribe to newsletter. You really don't want 1,000 emails. And then click done. Something went wrong. Oh, never seen that one before. That's cute. Oh, oops. Duh. Date of birth. 2001 again. Sometimes you just got to play with this stuff, right?
Thanks for signing up, and welcome.
Now, I'm not watching that video right now. You are welcome to if you want to. It might show you a few additional things that you can do. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And now I'm going to go ahead and once I'm in here, I'm going to create in just a moment. But first, I have to make sure that I have my image downloaded. So I'm going to go back into Classroom. We are all using Cold War Europe for this assignment anyway. I'm going to click on that. And then once you open it up like this, you're going to go to the 3 dots. You're going to say Open in New Window. And then you guys will have a little triangle here where it will say add to my drive. That's what you guys will want to do. In my case, I'll go ahead and download it, I guess. Okay, so from there, we go back into ThingLink. We press create. We go to upload image. And for me, it's going to prompt me to go to this screen. For you guys, it'll take you to your drive and you'll select it. If you guys go to recent in your drive, you'll be able to go ahead and select it. I'm going to go ahead and take it from right here. So Cold War. Okay, and then from here, you're going to want to go ahead and once it finally gets the image in there, sometimes it takes a minute. There I am. You're going to go ahead and title it for your name. So Shapiro's Cold War Map. So you put in your first name there, please. That would be most lovely. Appreciate it. And then you click anywhere to go ahead and add your first tag. Now you're able to move these around, which is why I think it's kind of cool for a map assignment where you guys are able to locate where it's supposed to go correctly. Let's go ahead and let's change the icon. And for you guys, I gave you 3 things that it is that you're supposed to find. One of them is the Nuremberg trials, and I think that is the 3rd thing. So I'm going to go ahead and label this as C, so we're going to use A, B, and C for our icons. Now for link or image, you want to find a source first. So have a new tab open, and then I'm going to go ahead and type in, well, here it is, Nuremberg trials. Nuremberg trials. Boop. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a bit. Now, this is coming from the Holocaust Museum, so that's probably pretty decent stuff. But I want to see what else is out there. Everybody should avoid Wikipedia. We know this. And then we have history.com. Here's the Holocaust Memorial Museum. From the Library of Congress, this is probably pretty decent. Let's take a look at this real quick. So 24 major political and military leaders of Nazi Germany indicted for aggressive war crimes, and crimes against humanity were brought to trial before the International Military Tribunal. So I could go through and read this information. It's pretty short. I actually want you guys to try to aim for finding a little bit more than that so that you get a better look at it. So I'm going to try again. If I scroll down a bit more, okay, so this one is talking about something that's more current. Nuremberg war crime trials begin, the history place. I have never heard of the historyplace.com. Anytime you have a .com, you have to be a little suspect, right? Britannica might be okay. In this case, I'm going to select this one. Now, you guys may wind up choosing another source. That is totally fine, as long as it has good information and you think that it is a valid source to use. So if I were to scroll down through here, you guys might recognize this picture. That's where I stole it from. And then if you keep going down, you're going to find out more information about it so you can read about it. What you're going to wind up doing is you're going to skim read through this. You're going to get a good idea as to what really happened at the Nuremberg trials and why was it so important in post-war history. And then you're going to go ahead and, oops, I forgot to copy and paste, so I'm going to copy that. So Control C. Go back into my ThingLink. I'm going to paste it in there. And now you can see it grabbed that picture from the website already, but the text is empty. So that is up to me to go ahead and say, okay, the Nuremberg trials. And then I'm going to want to go back and visit this site over here and say, okay, so it was chosen as a site for trials that took place between 1945 and 1946. And I believe it was November of 1945 through October of 1946 is what we put on our timeline the other day. So I'm going to put that over here. We have November 1945 through October 1946. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to say why. Why was this important? What was it? So what was it first? Why was it important? Next step is you guys are going to go ahead and grab at least one piece of evidence. Okay, so you're going to grab a piece of evidence from the actual source, and then you are going to explain your evidence. Why is this important? You can always take a look back at the example that I made for you guys. So if you go back into Classroom, you can see how I did the write-ups for the other 3 events that are on here. And so, like, let's say for this one here, we have the Yalta Conference, right? I have when it took place, and then what it was, who was involved, why it was important a little bit, and then I have some evidence that I've put in here. Now, something else that's important to note. I have in-text citations that I've used here, okay? Now, for an in-text citation, you use an author's name if you have one. If you don't, you use the title, okay? So in this case, I'm not seeing an author. It's just kind of sourced to the museum itself. And so instead, I'm just going to use the title. So I'm going to go ahead and use the title that's right here. Or I could actually probably use, no, this one's too general. This would go for several pages. So you want what page you're actually on. So I would use the Nuremberg trials inside parentheses with an NP for no page. Okay, that's what that would look like. So anyway, going back to my ThingLink over here, after I've explained my evidence and I'm all good to go, cited in text, please. Don't forget that part. I'm going to go ahead and press save. And now when I scroll over it, after it saves, oh, there we go. I should be able to see what I put in there. It's right here, and then I can click on this to get to the link. Okay, you can always check your work later on. So anyway, once you're at this step, just please go ahead and make sure that you get all 3 events. Put them in the correct spot on the map. Okay, so you're actually locating where these things took place. And yeah, and then you're ready for the next step, which is saving and sharing it. So make sure to watch that other video if you need some help with that. Best of luck. Have a good weekend.